Well, Eric Dungey had a huge game this last week, and we'll get into that in a second. But, Eric, the thing I think people in the community are talking about was you guys in the locker room after the game. What was that moment like? Coach Babers was really into it, and we saw all you guys were too.
I mean, that's the side of Coach Babers we always see. I mean, he's a very, fired up guy. He gets us motivated. So, that to us, that was kind of, natural. But it's kind of cool for, everybody else to see what we go through.
Sometimes you see videos from teams like that, and it feels a little contrived. This didn't in any way at all. How natural was the emotion in the room at that time?
I mean, it was real natural. I mean, we worked hard all week, and, we've been working hard all season. So it was nice for all the hard work to pay off in that game.
Coach talked about kumbaya meetings was his term. You said last week to me that when everyone gets on the same page, it's going to be something special. What do you think clicked in the team, regardless of the results of the game, but you guys all getting aligned last week?
I mean, it was just everyone doing their job and executing. That's what it came down to, just had a laser-like focus.
I don't think we've seen it out of you, but coaches also said, hey, whenever there's a coaching change, sometimes it takes longer for people to get on board with it. And that's natural. Do you feel that people are all on board now when you see the success at the level you guys had last week?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. There's a lot of guys, who came here for another guy, but Coach Babers has done a great job of, really rallying around us and, having us, believe in him. And, I believed in him since, he got here. So it's cool to see everybody else doing it too.
All right, take me into this game. What do you feel it meant, one, for this season to really get this back half of the season going, and one for it moving forward? Because, recruits are watching it, fires you guys up, the fan base gets excited. What can this game mean going forward?
I mean, it means a lot. It's just nice to, have all of our hard work paying off, and, we know what we can do, and it's nice to actually do what we know we can do. So I feel like that the win, against a really good team like Virginia Tech, it was nice to have, the dome for everybody that was there. It was loud, and, that wasn't even, full to, at all basically. But, for the guys, people who did come, we really appreciate it, and you guys are loud and helps us out a lot.
Yeah, the hope is that it excites people and fills up even more the next time out, which will be NC State in a few weeks. And we've talked all year long, Eric, about you not really knowing that the stats are accumulating when they're accumulating. When did you realize you threw for 300 and ran for 100?
I really didn't realize it. I was just trying to put points on the board. That was a really good team, so I was trying to do my job, try to execute, try to make plays, and I had the opportunity to make plays and, just try to, be a warrior for my team.
I think warrior's the right word, and I know you use that with great respect because of your brother, but you go down, banged up knee late in the first half, pretty quick evaluation, get the knee brace on, you're right back out on the field. What was that moment like of saying, okay, it hurts, but I'm going back in the game?
It hurts, but it hurts at the moment. I mean, the game, I could walk, I could run, It didn't hurt that bad, to the point where I couldn't play. So, I'm going to be out there, until I can't play, so.
You guys ran 100 plays. You either ran or threw on 77 of them, so you were putting yourself out there a lot. How do you balance that? Because it is what you said. You're going until you can't go. What's the feeling like when you're running that many plays yourself during the game?
I mean, it's just kind of how the offense works. Quarterback always touching the ball no matter what, the quarterback in the center. So, you're going to touch the ball. It's just, when opportunities arise, what are you going to do with it? And, I was trying to make the most out of every opportunity.
You guys have the lead. The lead goes away. You get the ball back. It's a 17-play drive. You go 75 yards, converted every third and fourth and short to get down the field. What went into that drive? Because that felt like a turning point for what you've done in the second halves this season. Like
I said, it just came down to execution. Everyone was on the same page. Everyone knew what we had to do, the job that we had to do, and, preparation all week. We knew the looks that we were getting. So, coaches did a great job of, getting us lined up and helping us see pictures before they happened. We talked many times in the early weeks when Amba was going crazy early in the season about, hey, he's just the open guy right now. This last game, great balance where all four of your wideouts caught at least 5 balls. Is it starting to even out now because teams are so worried about Amba? Now different guys are coming open for you. Yeah, Brisley and Irv, I'm pretty sure, had more than 120 yards each. So, you can try to take away one guy, but we still got 4 more guys on the field you got to cover. So.
How much easier does it make your job knowing that at least one of them is probably going to be open?
It makes it a lot more easy. So.
All right, now on the road this week, you've had the big win. Virginia Tech was ranked. Boston College is not. We know they've struggled in the league. Is there any danger in losing focus because of the big win, or how do you use that to push you forward to this week?
And the thing about this league is it's not like anyone's bad. Our league is so good. So Boston College is still a great team. They were in every game. You watch them on film. They're sound. They're a good team. And they play with a lot of heart. So this is by far not just a breeze game. We still got to come focus. The same focus we had against Virginia Tech.
BC was on a bye here, and because of what you guys did and what you put up against Virginia Tech, BC actually passed them in a lot of the defensive stats. They're one of the best Ds in the league. What has stood out on film about what's tough about this defense?
Like I said, I mean, they're just so technically sound, and they just play with a lot of heart. They're always in the right position, and the coaches over there do a great job, and the kids, they just play with so much heart, and heart over talent, and they really proved that.
And lastly, Eric, how do you just feel everything from this last week? The win, the locker room, the emotion sets you up for the rest of the year.
I mean, just like a loss, you kind of got to get over it. There's so many games in the season, you can't just get hung up on one. Whether it's a big win, big loss, you got to take it week by week and stay focused for the next game coming up.